So, hi, I seem to be having a spate of videos not saving, not quite sure what. So we're going to do this one today. It's dead simple. I've put it in as a tip in. The paper that I've used here is the same paper that is in the devotional books. So I've got the same thing here, and what I'm using is, this is just an app for my iPad that turns it into a light box. So if I just go back, it's called Lightbox Trace. You can have 2 levels of brightness, and you just put whatever it is you're tracing, and this is the same card that I send the traceables out on. And this is the same paper, and you just put it on the top and you can see through. Now you probably can't see that on the video, but you can see through. So I'm going to get on and trace it, and I'll come back when I've done it. So I've traced it all through with pencil using the light box. And I'm just using a 0.3 Unipin pen, which is just an artist pen, slightly cheaper than the microns, to go over it. I'm also using a ruler because my tracing lines are only a guideline, and a lot of these lines need to be really straight. Where they aren't straight, I'm just freehanding them off the tracing, like so. Like so. So I'm just being a very steady hand, putting in the wheels. Again, trying to get things as circular as possible, but I'm not overly worrying about it. And I'm going to go over the line lettering, I think, with this size as well. When I did this, I deliberately put the giveaway in capitals to emphasise it, like so. So I think we're ready to start to add colour. So I have got 2 uni pens here, but I haven't used the other one, the 0.8. So the bigger the number, the bigger the end. So just, you might be able to see. There we are, let me see. So that one is the 8 and that one's the 3. So, oh, put the wrong lids on there. It also tells you on the end of the lids, the size. So I'm going to be using these pencil crayons. These are Teza ones. They are water soluble, but I'm not going to use them as water soluble. Use whatever you have. These are quite affordable. They're not an artist grade. They're kind of a student grade, but I really like them. So we're going to just do suggestions of things that might be in your basket. So the idea being that missed a line out there. The idea being that brain hurts this morning. The idea being that it's a suggestion, but that you would collect stuff and give it away to a food bank. Now the logo that I did on my original one was the Trust Food Bank, but they wouldn't accept things like oranges because they are not tinned. But you can kind of, you get the idea. So I'm thinking aubergines here, because aubergines are quite dark. I'm doing a combination of purples. Just want it to be colourful. I want it to be a celebration of and fun. So I'm going to put some boxes in. I don't know what the boxes are, but we're going to go for a couple of piles of boxes there. So I'm just freehanding some shapes. They don't really have to represent anything. I'm grabbing some apples now. Might just put another aubergine in there to fill it up. I'm kind of following my original one that I did in my Bible. So I'm now going to go down the bottom. I'm going to grab a more tomatoey colour. I've got some kind of lettucey looking thing going off down here. And then in my original I've got some yellow going off here. Don't know what the yellow is. That's not a bright enough yellow. Let's go for this really bright yellow. There. Just noticed that I've missed some lines out. They haven't come down long enough, so I'm just going to put those in. So just fill your basket full of stuff. So I've kind of got myself a grey colour thing going off there. I'm thinking tomatoes, maybe going off there. I'm going to grab put a box shape here. It's in a different colour. I'm going to make that kind of fill this area, so it looks like they're stacked. I'm going to grab my purple again, my light purple, and have a couple of boxes going off here. You so totally could do this in another way. You could do collage. Get cutouts of a magazine. From a magazine rather. I'm going to cut that bit in black in a minute. I know, a table full of stuff that you're going to give away. It's up to you, but these tutorials are just a starting point. So we've got the basket full now. I'm going to go for that grey. I'm going to colour this shopping trolley in grey to represent silver. This colour is called Elephant Grey. I love the names that they give these things. So if you have to move, if you have to move your paper, move it to however is best for you. Another trick is to colour against a ruler. So I could put a ruler there, and that would mean whenever I got to the edge, it's not going to go over if your hand's not very steady. Now you could colour this in anything you like if it's not going in the Bible, if you're not actually tracing it into your Bible itself. So I equally could have used markers, felt tip pens, completely up to you what you do. I'm going to do a blue handle on this one. That well-known supermarket that uses red, white and blue as their main colours. And then the wheels are going to be, shall we make them a different shade of grey? So instead of elephant grey, we're going to go for space grey. I'm not going to solidly render them because it's to give the idea that maybe there's some motion there. And then on the Trussell Trust logo, suggestion logo, is kind of this thing, like a seed. I'm grabbing my 0.3 again. For this bit, I put 4 food bank, and for this one I'm going to just put a smiley face emoji, and then I'm going to grab 2 greens. So there's a dark, the logo, there's a dark green. Just going to check the colours. That's one of them that I need. Is that a good second colour? Yeah. So it sort of does this. You can do, you don't have to do the Trussell Trust logo. There are, if you don't know the Trussell Trust are, Trussell Trust, go and look them up. They provide a kind of a network of food banks that are supported by local churches, and they kind of provide the framework, should I say, that they work within. And then just because I can, I'm going to put my little emoji in there. The yellow seems to sometimes smudge, I don't quite know why. And I'm going to get rid of my pencil marks there, and I think we'll have a little bit of, I'm going to use the thicker one this time, ground going off underneath this so it looks like it's actually rolling along something. And there we are, second attempt. Hopefully it's filmed this time. And then on this one, so you've got the two versions now. So on this one I put the reading, and then all I've done is cut it back and stick it into my Bible with a piece of washi tape, and I've chose washi tape that's got watermelons on. Happy creating.